Panzer J back, and we're about to do Japan's turn here in Operation Live and Let Die, officially turn 5.3. So before we get to the Japanese, I just wanted to clear up a couple of things from Germany's turn and the end of the Spanish Civil War. So there were comments about the fact that the artillery didn't necessarily have to stay there once the Spanish Civil War is complete. Then the units are free to move to any territory they want. But at this point, I like the configuration of the nationalist forces. We got the 3 artillery in this southern coastal Spanish territory, and then the 4 fighters in Madrid. So I like where those units are at. The other thing was Global War 36 enthusiasts mentioned about Germany getting the free infantry unit in Berlin per turn if the nationalists win the Spanish Civil War. Now, I definitely knew about that rule, but I thought maybe it took effect the following turn of the completion of the Spanish Civil War. So, but Global War 36 enthusiast is saying that it takes effect immediately on that turn. So he has already put an infantry unit in Berlin for me on his map. I am going to do the same. So there will be a German infantry unit placed here in Berlin that represents the Spanish Blue Division, or in the German army, it was the 250th Infantry Division that fought on the northern sector of the Eastern Front in Russia. But regardless, I'll go ahead and put an infantry unit down in Berlin, and then now every turn in the place units phase, I will get 1 free infantry to place there in Berlin. I believe that's until Spain goes to war or is aligned, I believe. And that's if that ever happens. It might not happen at all throughout the game. So that's it for clearing up a few things on the Spanish Civil War. Now over here with Japan. So we've got our tech rolls to do. But first, there is a high-level meeting going on. Tojo here in Tokyo has convened a war council to discuss the situation in China. So the Japanese spies on the Chinese mainland are reporting the results of the CCP going into Kwangtung this last turn with a single infantry against 2 infantry and 4 militia. Definitely not chalking that up to my CCP opponent being inexperienced and making a mistake. So the Japanese leadership is looking at that as a deliberate action, probably a deal worked out between the CCP and the KMT. And so now Kwangtung, knowing that 1 infantry has no shot at taking Kwangtung, that now has activated Kwangtung for the KMT. So perfectly legal, and I definitely give kudos to my opponents, but Japan is definitely suspicious of the activity going on in China right now. So Tojo, again, meeting with his top advisors to discuss what should be done about that. As far as Japanese tech roll, we have 2 techs to roll for because we have our 2 major factories. And we have improved construction at stage 2, so we need to stay away from that for now. So we're going to go for Wartime Economy, which is currently at stage 1. And we're going to go for improved factories. So both improved factories and Wartime Economy require a 7 or higher. So in descending order, we're going to go for Wartime Economy first. And we got a 12, so we succeeded there. And then the improved factories are also a 7 or higher. And we got a 3, so we didn't succeed there. So we get to move up 1 more tech to stage 2, Wartime Economy. So not too bad. It could be better, but only 2 tech rolls a turn the last few turns. And I'm at stage 2 for, in my opinion, probably the 2 most important Japanese techs, Wartime Economy and improved construction. So altogether, not too bad. Okay. So that is the Japanese tech rolls. Then on to spending our money. So we have $21 here this turn. We had saved a couple of bucks. So we're going to go ahead and spend 20 and save $1. Okay. And the $20 that we're spending $6 on a coastal artillery. Okay, that is going to go in Tokyo, facing out towards C Zone 56. Then we are going to spend $10 to move both our fleet carrier and our heavy cruiser up to stage 2. So that's a total of $16. And then $4 to finish off the light cruiser. So that's the total of $20 we are spending as the Japanese. Okay. As far as combat, there is none. Still staying away from China. Not engaging any hostile activities. So we will then move on to unit placement. Well, excuse me, non-combat first. So non-combat, we're going to take these 5 transports here in C Zone 38, and they're going to come down 1, 2 to C Zone 89, along with the fleet that's in Formosa. So it's rendezvousing with that fleet. Okay. I'm going to have to break out another one of my Japanese battle boards here because I'm completely out of room on the one. So those 5 transports took the 8 Marines that are in Kyushu. So that's 2 each on 4 transports. And then the 5th transport takes the infantry and the motorized infantry that was also in Kyushu. So all of those are now, and again, I'll get a second board. So all of that is in the fleet off of Formosa there. All those units there. So that is it for non-combat moves. So then to unit placement, we got our light cruiser we finished off. So that's going to be placed in C Zone 38. Okay. And then our coastal artillery, we are going to go ahead and place that in Tokyo, facing out towards C Zone 56 here. So I believe that should cover all of C Zone 56 against an amphibious landing. And that's it for unit placements for the Japanese. They, again, collect $19, the $16 worth of their territories, and the $3 oil bonus from the United States. And they had $1 left over, so that puts them at $20 to spend heading into turn number 6. And now things will be turned over to Fighting Irish to go ahead and complete the Commonwealth and French turns here on turn number 5. We'll see you guys with Italy 5.6.